Hello and welcome to this new video here on the channel. Last year we did get quite a few aircraft models despite many delays and other difficulties. Now obviously I didn't get all of these models, but I did get my fair share. And definitely enough to have a pretty good idea about what models actually worked and which didn't. So what's coming up here is my picks for the top 10 models of 2021.
Sun Express Boeing 737-800 Eintracht Frankfurt livery. Oh, the colors. The model didn't just have one of the most elaborate color schemes of all models in 2021, but it was also very well executed in the print. Combined with Herpa's excellent mold for the 737-800, we got a fantastic model whose only drawback was the appalling retail price of €33. Etihad Airways Boeing 787-9 Choose USA livery. When a livery carries Herpa. In reality, we could just as well have mentioned the 787-9 in the Choose Japan livery, but I must admit that I just love the blue tones in this livery. This is, however, also the main reason for this model being on the list. Simply put, Etihad's livery looks fantastic, and the addition of the Choose color scheme makes it even better. Herpa's contribution was limited to a great print quality, but sometimes that is enough for a model to still turn out great. Lufthansa Airbus A340-300. When Herpa wants to be good. Herpa's A340-300 mold is excellent, and in 2021 we got the model in Lufthansa's new livery with Herpa's additional printed details, and except for a oversized front sat dome, the model combined everything that Herpa does well when they really want to. We could also have mentioned Herpa's latest Swiss A340-300 here, but in the end I bought this and am quite happy with my decision. Scandinavian Airlines Airbus A320neo. Finally, a good Neo. I have for years criticized Herpa's Airbus A320neo family aircraft because, let's face it, we just haven't had a good one so far. Except in 2021, Herpa finally made small steps towards correcting that. While the Scandinavian A320neo wasn't without fault, as its engines were facing a bit too much upwards, didn't have the window wipers printed on, and also came with Herpa's massively oversized front landing gear, it still managed to do quite a bit right. The mold and especially the nose looked better than usual, and it also had the improved engine mount, which was introduced earlier in the year with the Frontier Neos and solved the issue of the missing ground clearance. That, combined with the fantastic SAS livery, gave us the to-date best-looking A320neo. Jet2 Boeing 737-800. Perhaps the biggest surprise. I think this model took most collectors by surprise when Herpa announced it, even though the Jet 2 livery on Herpa's nearly perfect 737-800 mold seems to be a match made in heaven. The model had a small and frankly weird issue with the engines, but other than that, it finally was a model that showed many of Herpa's strengths. Malaysia Airlines Airbus A330-300 Harimau Malaya livery. I almost missed it. Originally put off by the looks of the livery, I had almost missed one of the best gems in 2021. A perfectly executed print, a livery with an interesting backstory, Herpa's great A330 mold, and Herpa's improved front sat dome, which was added in a much more realistic size and shape, gave us one of the best models of the year. Aeroflot Airbus A350-900. When a delay ends up being advantageous. Had I made a list of the best models in 2020, the model would surely have made it, except for the fact that the model was heavily delayed and only hit shelves in 2021. This, however, turned out to be a blessing. Had the model been released on time, it would have had far less details in the print, but with the delay, it was produced and released after Herpa had introduced additional printed details as a standard. To everyone's surprise, Herpa decided also to add these additional details to the Aeroflot A350, which of course was the right decision, but when has Herpa last done something like that? In any case, it resulted in one of the best models of 2021. Silkway West Airlines Boeing 747-8F. excellence at a price. As a club model, it of course has a natural advantage over Herpa standard models simply because Herpa adds so many more details. With Herpa usually being extremely stingy with details on their freighter models, it was great to get a freighter as a club model. The combination of a great amount of detailing in the print, Herpa's excellent mold for the 747-8 and Silkway's awesome livery didn't just give us one of the most expensive, but luckily also one of the best cargo aircraft in years, and definitely also one of the best models in 2021. All Nippon Airways Airbus A380-800 Sunset Orange livery. A damn good first try. When you with the first attempt at a completely new model instantly are lifting the standard of scale 500, then you're doing something right. With 3 A380s, a 767 and a 787, JC Wings didn't just have a strong release badge, but also for the first time introduced physical antennas in scale 500. The print on the model is simply awesome and is brimming with details. Only the steep retail price and the landing gear ending up being somewhat too tall took away the title of being the best scale 500 model of the year. All Nippon Airways Boeing 787-9 Star Wars R2-D2 livery. Pure gold. Although the 3 JC Wings A380s were strong contenders for the top spot, nothing could beat the 787-9 in the Star Wars R2-D2 livery in 2021. Even though the model overall didn't have quite as many printed details as the JC Wings ANA 789 standard livery model, it still comfortably beats any other contender. The execution of the livery is simply stunning, the physical detailing is perfect, and of course the model has antennas. Actual antennas in scale 500. What was confusing is the fact that this model in Europe ended up retailing for more than JC Wings 787 scale 400 models. Nonetheless, for showing that a scale 500 model by no means needs to be any less detailed than a scale 400 model, and therefore really pushing the boundaries of scale 500, the model easily deserved the title of Best Scale 500 Model of 2021.
Oh my, what a list. Perhaps we forgot some? Well, let me know in the comment section below which models you think should have been featured in the list of the best models for 2021. If you have enjoyed this video, then don't forget to leave a like. That would be very much appreciated. And of course, if you are new around here, why not hit subscribe? With that, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you soon again. I'm checking out, and bye.